Hey, you. I wanted to turn the heater off, but Artemis was on my lap. And I tried to like get up, but because she didn't want to get up, instead of getting off my lap, she just kind of held on to my leggings. And I'm like, Cat, I don't have time for this. So I just kept standing up, and she was like, fuck you too.
My cat, she fell asleep on top of my feet because I was laying in bed before this, PJs. And she just curled over and laid on top of my feet, and then I had to get up, and I felt bad, but she's still there at the bottom of the bed. I'm like, yeah. Because I already fed her, so she doesn't have to bitch at me.
I just realized mine and Mimi's shirts kind of match. We're both marooning today.
Is it maroon? It's actually blue.
That is blue.
I'm at CB.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I'm wearing maroon.
It's sexy. I dead ass meant CB. I was staring at CB and everything. I think because Maroon and Mimi both start with M, so my brain was like, obviously. And I'm like, yeah, wait.
Nice.
So heyo everybody, let's say hello. I like when chat says hello to each other, warms my heart.
And Mimi.
Bella's doing good, but tired. Girl, same. It's that time of the year for those of us in the top hemisphere anyway. I know my southern hemisphere buddies are getting their summer on.
Almost final. Not quite, but we're approaching.
So, because this will take less time to explain out loud than to type. Fox, when if you go back and watch the opening to the video, my 60-second countdown, because of the way you designed the thing that says starting soon, it matches with the little scrolly bar on the bottom. And I'm assuming that was not on purpose because you didn't know what I was talking about. But I thought it was cool. Tina's all right. Had to work late, but glad to be home. Snuggled.
Nice.
Hello.
I'll grab a blanket from my lap in a second.
Christian's been sick a lot this month, finally on the mend. Well, we're glad that you're finally on the mend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Being sick sucks.
They do. Kelly has been on the snuggle train all right now. Awesome. I concur with Tina. It sucks, but it's glad that you're doing well. Sam, this is like the time you called me TV. It is. See, that's the thing with dyslexia. It's not just a reading thing. It's all forms of communication and data processing.
Of course it is. Why would it make it easy on you?
Yeah, why would it make life easy on me? So, and here's another thing. Things such as tiredness make dyslexia stronger because I don't know, the parts of my brain that function to make it translate for the rest of the world aren't as energetic. And this also means that migraines make my dyslexia symptoms worse. So, but also because of my dyslexia, my eyes work harder to read and process, which can make the migraine worse.
Oh, I thought you were going to be, and so I have really good night vision, but no.
No, I do have good night vision, but that's because I have very light colored eyes.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. Yeah. I can't see during the day, though. Well, I mean, I can, but if it's too bright.
No, it's too bright. The world is
like tears will start just streaming down my face.
Yeah, though it's funny because me and Chris were having a discussion about it this weekend. Like we were in a call with Mimi and Fox, and we were talking about it. I don't like playing video games on the TV in our room because I allow my husband to indulge in buying the largest fucking TV that will fit on the wall.
Of course.
We could go larger, but then we would not be able to, like, because we have a canopy
The wall would
bed.
fall down.
No. We have a canopy bed. So if we got a larger TV, it would actually be outside the frame of the bed. And that would bother
You
the
have a
fuck out of
really
Chris.
big TV.
Yes.
Yeah, my family is a big
And
TV
it's like
people.
a lot of big newer TVs are brighter. And like this one is so fucking bright. Watching pastel colored cartoons will fucking blind me. I'm like, I'm trying to watch Sailor Moon Crystal in my bedroom, and I'm like this.
I'm pretty sure you can adjust
my
the brightness
eyeball.
and everything on your TV, Sam.
I can't, because then my husband can't see.
Okay, I didn't factor your husband into
No.
it.
See, that's what the conversation was about. It hurts my eyes because I have very light colored eyes. They're very light green, sometimes blue, but most of the time they're very light green. My husband has very dark brown eyes. And for those who don't know the science behind this, people with dark color, like the reason that your eyes are dark or light is because of the amount of pigment in them. And those with darker colored eyes have more pigment, and that pigment shields them from light. So like they can, go out in the bright sun and shit and be perfectly fine, or watch
I can see in the dark though. So
65 or 75 inch
TVs.
TVs and be just fine. But then like people with light colored eyes have very little pigment, or like a thinner layer of pigment. And so for us, we're designed to take in light, which means that like we have really good night sight because we can see like with very little. We are cats.
Yeah.
This also means that going outside when there's fucking snow out, bruh, if you're not wearing thick sunglasses, you're like this.
Yeah. When a little bit, I think it was before my migraine started, when my migraine started, I got my eyes checked out. Or there was so many doctor's appointments, whatever. But one doctor's like, yeah, your eye's perfectly fine. Your problem is that you hyper focus on what you're doing, whether it's like a video game or reading, and you don't blink because you get hyper focused. And then you wear out your eyes. So, and then they're like, yeah, normal people's brains, you'll like reset yourself, like glance away from what you're focusing on and like redilate your eyes by like looking down a hall or something. This is like my hazy memory of this conversation. But because I hyper focus, I don't like reset. So like for a while I had to set like timers on my phone to be like, oh, I have to like adjust my eyes to the world around me again before I go back to whatever I was doing.
Yeah, when I hyper focus, I'll know that my eyes are starting to do something similar because like my vision unfocuses because I've been staring at. So I'm like, oh, hold on. My eye like becomes like that. You know when you're trying to take a picture with camera and it's auto focusing, my eyes do that. I'm like, wow.
No.
Don't do that.
I was trying to do it with my like fancy ass camera, but it decided to just be really good.
Yeah, it's like I'm too fancy for this bitch.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Tina says, Mimi, you look very scholarly when you rest your chin on your hand.
The cat behind
Feel like you're gonna drop some wisdom. Oh yeah. Are my light colored eyes have something to do with why I'm a night owl? That I don't know, because I don't know if there's actually any correlation between people with light eyes and being a night owl.
Which
that's something that I would have to start like asking around, because that would make sense. But no, I think it's actually more regional, because like people with lighter eyes tend to descend from like northern regions or like Europe and stuff, where it's like cloudier and there's winter and there's snow, And then people with darker eyes tend to come from regions with like lots of sun.
You can see better, and so you can see the insert giant creature here sneaking up on you, going to eat you, if you can see.
Yeah. And then where there's lots of sun and stuff, you need to protect your eyes need to be protected from lots of sun. And just so we're all clear, when I say light and dark, I don't strictly mean like blue, green, or brown, because there are light brown eyes and like dark green or dark blue eyes.
Mhm.
So like I specifically just mean shades, not colors. Because like one of my children has much lighter brown eyes than the other two, and they also squint.
I've taken to wearing sunglasses like a lot, like even in the winter, which gets me like funny looks. I'm like, the sun is still there, guys. Yes, it goes down at like 4:30, but for when it is up. Literally, I went to like my one class today, or two classes, but the first one's gym class, so it doesn't really count. So I went to my one class today, and I went there at like 3, and I got out at 4:40, and it was like dusk. And I'm like, this is absurd, but also kind of awesome because I like the dark.
All right, I'm going to have you two go ahead. Well, all three of us are going to go ahead and do our intros, and then we will continue with chat and stuff.
Hi, I'm CB Ferrenz, young adult fantasy writer and screenwriting major. My channel is currently on hiatus due to college and health stuff from last year. All my links are down below and probably going to be in the chat in the next few seconds due to the lovely Tina. And I appear here regularly. I am, in fact, a regular. I probably will be here like twice a month, once or twice a month. Other than for the last month where I was here like 4 weeks in a row or something.
On average, twice a month. Sometimes more. Sometimes less.
Alright, and that is me. Mimi. Yeah, the right way.
Hi everyone, I'm Mimi. I'm a dark fantasy and what's the word? Horror. That's the word. I'm a dark fantasy and horror writer. Working on a lot of whips, which is crazy. But I know like months ago I was like, I have no ideas. And now I have like too many. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, you can find my social media links. Tina shared them. Thank you, Tina. That's all.
They're also in the description.
Mimi, every time you speak, because I'm so used to talking to you on like audio calls, my brain's like, I know that voice. And I'm like, yes, of course I know that voice.
I know who that is. Hi, I'm Writing Mom Smith Elnasset, and this is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. You can also learn many a fun fact here, whether it's about animals, food, or biology. Also plants. We talk about plants a lot. And you wouldn't have failed biology if you were here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Also go to.
Were you even streaming when I was a freshman?
So you can also go to my website, SmithElnasset.com, to read samples of my writing and to sign up to my newsletter, which will be my priority this week. So, especially since I finished my word count for the month for my novel, so I now have no excuse to not do my newsletter first. Newsletter subscribers, you're going to get a sneak peek at a thing as soon as I send it out. So make sure you're signed up if you want to get the sneak peek. Also, I am recruiting participants for a Flash Fiction Free-for-All guest edition in December. Date to be decided when I have the volunteers, because then we'll work around whatever is best for everyone's schedule. So if you would like to join, let me know in chat now. DM me through any of my social medias. Discord is the fastest way to get my attention. Or you can even email me. I do check my emails mostly daily. So, yeah. I would really love to do a guest edition, but I cannot do a guest edition without guest. So
that is fair.
Yes,
I'm taunting Fox with the fact that I turned 21 in 47 days.
Oh,
nice.
Apparently, you can Google how many days until, and then put in the date, and the internet will tell you. And I'm like, that's really useful.
What did you do? Why are you wet?
Oh no.
Did you do that?
She's
You got
so
wet.
big.
Yes, she is getting big.
Wow.
Okay, she looks smaller than the picture that you sent me. The picture you sent me made me think that she was like full size. I'm like, how? She wasn't full size like a week ago. I only was like radio silent.
Oh no, it's you probably because she is the same color as my comforter.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because in the picture, all you could see was her head over my leg.
It might have been your leg or something. I don't know.
Probably.
I probably wasn't paying that much attention in reality.
Tina said, my little sister used to joke I have optical zoom because my eyesight is better than hers.
Nice.
What's up? Fair warning, I'm manic, so I'm not responsible for what comes out of my mouth tonight. Wee, that's okay. My mod will be responsible. So if you need to be timed out, you shall. My dad's eyes are hazel and my mom's are green and mine are central heterochromatic. With both. I joke it's the only hetero thing about me all the time.
Wait, what is central heterochromatic?
It's where like most of the eye is one color, but then in the middle, like around the iris, is a different color.
I didn't know there's a term for that. The only time I've heard of that word is when one's one color and the other one's that. And I heard that the first time in an X-Men movie when I was a small child, when it was like Professor X flirting with someone, and that's how I learned about it.
There's actually different types of heterochromia, but that one is like the most well known with just two different color eyes. But if you look it up, it's like I'm
like remembering the whole Professor X scene. He's like, that's a mutation. Yeah, good job. Good job, Charles.
Yes. Hey, y'all. Oh, yes, I have a Discord. You can join. Be in my coffee coca down below.
It's that money.
And now I get sushi because my work here is done. That's fair.
I want sushi.
She is either 11 or 12 weeks old tomorrow.
She is baby.
Yeah.
She won't be able to be up here with me like this for much longer, but I don't know. She came over and she was very much, Mother, I needed the lap. And then she's wet. So I'm like, what did you get into?
A water bowl.
Probably.
Yeah.
Damn, so you mean you're actually going to be allowed to drink finally?
I've never drinking water or lemonade or anything in my entire life. No fluids.
It will be her first time. Yes.
This is pudding.
I'm used to you panicking about your birthday every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she always has the like identity crisis around her.
Yeah, but now it's like, well, I feel like once you reach 21, it doesn't really matter if that for laws. Wait, no, I can't rent a car.
No, I was about to say 25 is like the last legal threshold because 25 is when your car insurance goes down. 25 is when you can rent cars. It's when you can rent a hotel room anywhere because a lot of hotels and resorts won't let you rent if you're under 25.
I know my ID has been used to rent a hotel room because like we walked in, my dad like forgot his in the car, and I was like, I have mine. I was much younger than I am.
Yeah, when I wanted to like reserve hotel rooms at conventions, they would be like, you have to have somebody 25 or older on the reservation too. So my aunt would come, but like she wasn't responsible for anything that weekend. She was basically just there if the hotel gave me shit. She was like, because the way that she looked at it, she's like, you're the one who set everything up. You're the one handling everything. And this is a trip for you, your friends, and your sisters. She's like, I'm just here to enjoy myself. She's like, I'm just here to experience an anime convention. So
that's cute.
And that's like, my sisters and I helped set up my boss's booth. And my sister wanted one of the yaois. And I was like, oh, I've seen that one. I'm like, you can get that one. And my boss was like, she is baby. And I'm like, she is old enough. It's fine. And he's like, I have to get permission from your aunt. I'm like, no, I am older than 18 and I am my sister's guardian for the weekend. Besides, my mom's going to make me preview it anyway. And he was like, okay. Your mother scares me. So if your mother comes up here, I'm like, it'll be fine.
I think it's hilarious that your mom reads the like MXTX stuff, right? Too. Like,
she does now, yeah.
Yeah,
she didn't when I was a teen.
So funny that your mom and I read the same like.
It's funny, you know that book that you just bought for yourself?
I've been getting. I got them at the library.
Oh well, the one that you said you were gonna read, the Heavenly.
Yeah, I'm on the second book now. I have like 70 pages left.
Well, specifically, this is funny to me because like so my mom has Prime and we all just use my mother's Prime. Like I'm signed into my Amazon on my phone just because of my because my mom didn't used to read electronic books or anything. So I got it mainly for Kindle and my author profile for when I self-pub and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but on the computer and everything, I'm signed into my mom. Like we are all signed into my mom. So we always see whenever somebody orders something because we're tracking our own orders. And I signed in to see when some stuff would come in for us. And are y'all okay over there? I'm sorry, it's a cat.
I wasn't sure if that was cat or children.
No, that was cats. I guess Freyr wanted some booty and Artemis was like, no. So she put him in his place. But so I was checking the order and I saw the Heaven's Blessed Official or whatever, and it's the exact same one that you had said that you were gonna read, and I was like,
yeah. I think the ninth book in the English translation just came out, and that's the final one. So that's probably why. I did discover that my library only has up to book 5, and so I'm like, damn. I guess that's where one of my paychecks is going because I already started it. It's too late now to back out. I've been waiting. My family bought me the first book in the Husky and his white cat teacher. I forget the word. I don't know how to pronounce the word for teacher. But
I would also just like to take a moment to appreciate the fact that we have been streaming for so long that we have somebody in chat who has been with us also for so long that they have memories of behaviors throughout the years.
Yeah.
And I just think that's really cool.
It is funny.
So
yes, because I would have turned 18, 19. Yeah. This is my 18, 19, 20. This is my 4th birthday. Well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I still remember being 21 and someone asking me why my hair was going gray already. My Aunt Ruthie's premature grade at like 19.
Yeah. Same here. I got my first white at 21.
I was just like, because my Aunt Ruthie premature grade, I was like, if I ever, or when I go gray, whether it's in 5 years or 50 years, I'm going to just start dyeing my hair blue.
Yeah.
Like, I won't have to bleach it at that point.
One of my teachers has white hair and she has a shock of purple in it that she dyes. And I'm like, that is so
cool. See, once your hair goes gray or white, you just skip the bleaching process.
Yeah.
Just go straight to dyeing. My brother just turned 22 on Sunday, and I'm like, you are a baby. Meanwhile, Boo and I are graying at the same rate. Hey, Shane.
Hello.
Hey, Nicole.
Hi.
Oh, I'm basically a silver fox, and I'm only 27.
I feel like you'd be like in your 50s to be a silver fox. I don't think that's what a silver fox means.
I think he's saying, no, that is, a silver fox is someone who has naturally grayed and is still, like, attractive. So,
I thought it was a hot old dude.
No, it's specifically silver because their hair is gray.
Yeah, I thought it was a hot old dude
so
with gray hair. Yeah.
So RP is just saying he's like a silver fox because he already has the aesthetics, but he's only 27.
He's mostly joking, kind of.
What?
I've been trying to figure out RP's age for like months.
Well, now you know.
But yeah. I feel
I
like
just
everyone
turned
went to college
mid-20s.
a lot, so I was like, is he still in college? Did he just graduate? I mean, he could still be in college at 27.
He just graduated, I think. He just recently graduated because he was like working on a big project, but he's in horticulture.
Something.
So I assumed somewhere in the mid-20s because I know college for that takes a bit.
I have no idea about.
Tina is. I thought you were. He carries a wisdom with him. 26, 27 is next year.
You forgot your own age? Nice.
Oh, don't act like the rest
of
us.
Oh no, hey, it's equal opportunity knocking.
What? Why are you whining, you big baby?
Happy birthday, Nikki.
Happy birthday.
I'm so bad at ages, like guessing people's ages, but it matters a lot in my brain, and I don't know why. Like when I meet someone at college, I'm like we're all within like a 4-year age span, but it matters a lot in my brain what year within the 4-year age span someone is.
Text me how old you think Fox is, so I know if you're like.
I have been told Fox's age.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember it, but I was told it at some point.
Don't bring up time, Satan. I will bring up time however much I want, because it passes, sir. You just
I think he's my age.
Who, Fox?
How old are you?
35.
No.
Fox is younger than you. Fox
is younger than me.
Sam and I. Yeah, which is it's like, how old's Matt again? Matt's 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always think Matt's 26 for some reason. I know he's.
You also thought Matt was 28. At least you're getting closer.
26.
No, you thought he was 28 at one point. Because you thought Cody and Matt's ages were switched.
How old's Cody? 28?
I think he's like 28 now, or 30 now. Hold on. Cody? How the fuck old? I know he's in his late 20s.
Fox, you're not 21.
That's interesting.
Fox is like Cody's age.
Fox is like me, he's timeless. So if like somebody said he's 22, people would be like, oh, that makes sense. And if somebody said he's like 34, people would be like, yeah, no, it still makes sense. And if I revealed that he was like 60, people would say,
He's now claiming to be 20.
He just plays like really old games, and I'm just like, it just made me think he was my age, because I'm like, yeah, I played that game.
He is in our age group. Mimi, he is in our age group.
He's definitely late 20s. I don't think he's 30 yet.
I don't know if he wants me to reveal anything more than that.
I'm just gonna keep talking.
That's fine.
He's currently going down. Fox, you are not younger than me. I feel at one point I was told he was 26, but that could have been 4 years ago.
Cody is 29.
Okay. No, I can't prove anything, Fox.
30 in March.
Wait, no, Fox was. How old's your child? Okay.
Which child? I have multiple.
I know. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna give up on this one.
Fox has been my friend for
not since the birth of your youngest, right?
My youngest was like 6 months old when I met Fox, so.
Okay, so.
And she turns. Oh, let me double check her age.
Your youngest is the same age as my youngest cousin. I only have
She will be 9 on Thursday.
Yeah. So she's like 11 months older than my little cousin. Yeah.
So Fox and I have known each other.
You were not 10 when the child was born, Fox.
I was friends with like a 12, 13-year-old when my child was born. She was the baby of a role play group, and we all tried to look out for her because she was a 13, 14-year-old on the internet alone. So we were like, we were all in our like early 20s. So
I'm 12 years older than your youngest child because you were then 12 years older than me. Yeah. Yes.
I imagine Fox with glasses. I don't know why.
I know Fox's hair color.
I know what he looks like.
Well, you don't count, Sam. You've actually seen his face. Not all of us have had that privilege.
I also have a picture of him,
No, it's not the same.
but I don't share it with people. So
Fox doesn't know why I know his hair color. Because I was describing in length, I think, to Sam what my mental image of you was. It's mostly just like someone sitting at a computer with their hood up, and the whole room is like dark, and the light of the computer is reflecting off of.
oh, yeah, Fox, I meant to tell you about that. That she
Yeah.
guessed your hair color the same way I guessed your hair color, and I meant to tell you that because
And then
like,
little
when
pieces
she
of
told
your
me,
hair
I was
color
like,
is
yeah.
sticking out from underneath like a giant hood, and you're just like swamped in it, and maybe your knees are up like this.
Then we discussed how you just give off the vibes of someone with that hair color. So I forgot.
I just imagine like very circular glasses, like the circle ones.
Yeah, but the
That's what I
lens flare of the,
Yeah.
or like not the lens flare, the reflection of the light of the computer. So really, he doesn't have eyes, he just has reflection.
Though I think he should invest in blue light glasses, he in fact has supernatural eyesight, so he does not have eyesight.
He wears them for style.
For style.
Elvish eyes.
He should get blue light glasses
In
though.
this AU. I have blue light glasses somewhere. These are not blue light glasses. These are too small.
I said we were discussing ages and we're trying to figure out. He said no problem. Oh, where do I rank in the ages?
Oh wait, ta-da, I'm Fox.
The middle?
It's more accurate than you know. My new color looks so good. I'm really happy with it.
Fox is totally in
That's
his
beautiful.
80s, such a wise old man. Listen, Phoebe, my back and knees crack like I'm 70 and I'm deaf as hell because the military sucks. I stopped paying attention after a while. I graduated 2022. I was in the military for 4 years, so that put me back a while for school. I went back to school to get a second degree, so I'm graduating this summer too. That's what, okay.
That's where the time that we're missing is.
That's what.
Fox lore. We're being incredibly vague, and I'm really proud of us.
I
Also-
love the spilling of the Fox lore here. I am only being as specific as I feel I would be forgiven for being.
Making fun of me for I censored said your youngest's age in a message, and I was repeating the message, and I did a little hitch in my speech before I changed it to the youngest of the child or something. He made fun of me for it. So
look, I appreciate it. I, however, am very vocal about their ages, so.
Found a fingernail buffer. Polisher? I don't know.
Oh, I was putting the.
Oh, never mind. Fox was impressed by my skills because I'm doing better than you do, apparently, Sam.
There's a slight difference in that I don't intend to censor their ages.
Not the ages, the names. My little brother just Snapchatted me.
Oh, yeah.
A picture of his face.
I do a pretty good job of censoring their names, but at the same time, it's so easy to just slip. So
It is.
No, it's not.
Haven't fucked up my own name in a while. Pretty proud of that. Okay. Also, I found out my father has been lying to me, aka he has a really bad memory. And my name was the middle. So I have my name, right? Which is CB, shortened out. But my name was going to be Virginia June, not Virginia Rose. I thought it's been Virginia Rose my entire life. And then we were at my grandparents over Thanksgiving. My dad was speaking and pontificating or whatever. And my mom just goes, "No, it's Virginia June."
Sir, we never. She's like, "Sir, we never agreed on Rose.
Yeah,
it was June."
And then the reason they chose what my name is versus Virginia June is because my grandmother was like, "It sounds like a burlesque dancer," and my parents were like, "We can't unsee that." And then my dad was lightly nagging on my grandma about that for spoiling the name. And my grandma's like, I think it's a lovely name. And I'm like, well, fuck me, I guess. Like, I could have been Jenny June. That's so cute. Jenny June? That's adorable.
You need to
It
like
doesn't really
keep
fit
that
me,
on
but
the.
it's so cute.
My whole life is a lie.
It
You need
is.
to keep that like on the back burner for a pen name or something.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't even spell my own middle name like half the time. And I could have been Jenny June.
All right. Count us down for our first sprint. Another reminder, if you're interested in being on the guest edition of a Flash Fiction Free-for-All in December, hit me up. All right. Count us down, CB.
3, 2, 1, go. I forgot how to count down for a second. I just want to flip off the camera.
And we're back. Sam is gone. There she is.
I shrunk the wrong screen. I shrunk me instead of the timer.
Good.
So, how did that sprint go for everybody? Also, let us know what you're working on.
I added 301 words to my whole book.
Right. Read 50 words of a 62-page script, and took notes on critique notes. Yeah, from them. Yeah. I only have to do act 3. So it's the last 10 pages. The last 22 pages, and I'm 10 pages through the 22 pages I need to critique.
Nice.
I went and posted recruitment things for the guest edition of the 4FA, which,
Nice.
in case any previous guests were wondering, as long as you're not in the regular edition, you can do the second one.
I'm checking off on my task list that I did this task.
Sweet. And then I double checked my task list, and on my task list I have to like check in on some people once a week, and then to check in on others like daily. So I went ahead and I did that. Mostly, no, I checked on mostly everybody. There's still another I need to check in on, but Matt is one of those people. It's called Matt Motivate Monday, but like because he's working so much, it's mostly just check in on Matt on Monday so we don't forget that we enjoy being part of each other's lives. Because he's like so busy and I'm so busy, so like Monday is pretty much when we go, hey, so you alive? What's been up? Because he's like working 6 days a week right now. Sundays is only day off. So
I think you said 12 to 6 days a week, and I'm like,
no,
12 days.
12 6 times a week. 12-hour shifts 6 days a week.
I got that after a second.
Okay. Cool. So like he is, but he's holding on. He goes until the 20th, and then he's like January is when he's just going to really like I think he's using all his vacation time in January. He's just gonna like veg and relax. So yes, as he deserves now.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, so we were talking. Excuse me. So, I'm gonna check in on chat now. I gotta figure out where we went.
It's critiquing a person in my class, and I just like his script's really long, and so I'm totally outing myself here. If my teacher is watching this, sorry, professor. I definitely do. But if you are, Julia, hop in the chat, hang out. No. Yes, you should. How are you? How's your car? Not well from the picture.
Tina says I've technically been lying to you. All my name isn't actually Tina. Fun fact, I was named after both of my grandmas. I was named after a witch. And I forgot where my mother got Lynn.
I was named after a writer.
Well, hopefully that is good things for your life. Blue light glasses are a lightsaber. I try to use them, but like I don't know if it's the dyslexia or what, but my eyes just do not like the blue light filters. They're like, nope.
My eyes kind of unfocused when I wear them too. Like they get I feel like distractible easier. Sorry.
No, you're fine. JK asked what everyone's working on. Yeah, everybody go ahead and talk about what you're working on. And if you've been doing nano, how is your nano going? I know that you've got this is the last Monday until the end of nano. Nano ends on Thursday. So how are we?
No, I paused my nano project.
Mm.
And I just moved on.
Mimi said, nano next year. Well, I used to, I don't know if that's actually your plan, but I used to do that. I had a designated nano project. And so it's basically like during nano, I worked on that manuscript. And then I didn't touch it the rest of the year.
Wow, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, it's like, this isn't the right book to start my career. So I'm like,
yeah.
Why am I spending time on this?
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one.
Just write 4 manuscripts and then send them into the ether of the queries, and whichever one gets queried first, bam, there you go.
There you go. For manuscripts. Yeah, I'm very much not a one idea at a time, but my ideas are not multitudes, plethoras, whatever. So I'm like
how you went through your word for it, then my word for it, then gave up.
Yeah. So yeah, my writing a movie script and TV script right now, like I'm not all ideaed out, but I'm like, okay, I don't have like something on my back burner, like, oh, I'll write that next or anything. So I'm like, it's just so much fun. So much fun.
Well, right now you're working on getting a script writing degree, so you're doing a lot of writing for basically work. So
yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't have I'm writing 2 things for my college.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't have a third thing. They're like, oh, next class or next project, I'll work on that. It'll come to me though, I guess.
Tina is just doing online word puzzles, Wordle and Blossom to relax.
Fun.
Tina should get that week planning done today.
Damn, Tina.
But I do support chillaxing in between work and then more work.
My eyes are leaking.
Working on my new horror book, which I call my hell book. For reference, the hell book is the it's not Eurydice. Is it Eurydice? Okay, yeah, that's their name.
It is. I developed my demon character, and I sent all the deets to my husband because I was like, I'm so proud of my development of this guy. And he's like, my husband is notoriously has a heart of ice. He does not get affected by stories. And he writes back and he's like, that's sad. And I'm like, if you think it's sad, yes, that's really, really sad. Yeah.
My eyes are leaking.
Oh no.
From yawning.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, have you been focusing though?
Yeah, a bit.
Blink a lot. There you go.
I'm trying.
You need to go buy the contact rewetter bottle and just use that, because it's safe for your eyes, because the whole point is to re-wet your eyes from contacts. So 185 new words. Oh yeah. One of the biggest things I use the rewetter lens for, because my eyes are very well lubricated on their own, even with contacts, is normally if one of my kids get dust or something, I'll be like, all right, sit in my lap, and I'll pull out the rewetter and we flush it, because that's actually better for your eye than flushing it with water, because water's got bacteria that your eye does not like. But the contact lens solution, or not the solution, but specifically the re-wetting eye drops, are designed to be in your eyeball. So.
Did you know you can get sunburn in your eyes?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not good. I've burned my eyes before.
Wow.
It's god awful. It's like your eyes hurt. Everything hurts.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Kelly got ready for bed, then added to a research paper on Pompeii.
Okay.
Nice. 405 words for me.
Hey,
Don't
Prince
think I'll hit
Caspian.
the
Nice.
this month.
I was
But
definitely-
popping in as many writing streams as I can get there.
Was it on a stream that I was like low-key thirsting over Prince Caspian? No, that was just the three of us and Fox in a call, I think.
Yeah.
I was distracting myself from doing
Oh.
work by looking at pictures of Ben Barnes. I was like, wow, this is an extremely attractive man.
Well, we'll help you. We'll help you get as close to your 50K as you can. So happy that you got the 405. We'll be doing 2 more 20-minute sprints this stream. So 421 words that time. Also, I reached 80K yesterday.
Good.
110 words that sprint. I'm working on my nano project romance novel. Ooh.
Nice.
Yo, you alive over there? Literally. Like sometimes you just, like my friendship with my best friend is that we do like message each other daily. And if we don't hear from one or the other one in a week, we'll be like, hey, did you die? But like most of my other friends, I think I only have like 3 people I would talk to on a daily or almost daily basis. And otherwise it's just like we hit each other up when we can or when we think about it. But like those friendships are still super strong. So I'm like totally just need to make sure my friends are alive and well.
Yeah, I need to check in with my friends more often. It's totally an out of sight, out of mind kind of thing for me, which is apparently an ADHD thing.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like one of my childhood friends, Chrissy. She has ADHD, and it's very much an ADHD friendship. It gives her such. Stop that! You're distracting me. It gives her such like friend guilt sometimes because I reach out to her more often than she reaches out to me. But like she's like it's not that she doesn't value our friendship because like we've known each other since we were kids. We try to see each other regularly. It's just it's literally out of sight, out of mind because our adult lives are so disconnected and like unaligned with each other that like she forgets my existence. And I'm not offended by that because I've raised children. I am fully like I know what object permanence in their minds are, and that's where it stems from, a disconnect with object permanence.
One of my out of sight, out of mind friends is currently in chat. Hi, Rowan.
I need a list like that. I forget to message people all the time. Like I'm so bad at communicating with people, bruh. Like you could, if you went in my server, you literally just go down. I have a like check-in with, and there's like a daily and a weekly. So like because I have brain fog, so my days run together. So I think I talk to CD almost daily, mostly just because she messages me in the morning, and I'm like, oh hey, it's my child. Then I remember like later at night, I'll be like, have I heard from her since this morning? Did she die? Hazelnut, I'm almost done. I think I'm going to finish about a day early. Okay, nice.
Hey.
Damn, I'm out here trying to self-care with brain games over here and getting hassled. You semi pay me to hassle you.
I started.
You know that's
totally
you're scared of Wordle. You want to do
No,
Wordle?
I started doing it. I'm really bad at it because I can't spell.
That would make it difficult. I'm good at it because I'm good at like unscrambling letters.
Oh my god, I was with my 8-year-old cousin and I was like, you can do it with me. And he starts just listing off 5-letter words. And I'm like, what?
That's all the words he knows, CB.
I know, but still, he missed the entire point of like the colors, like letters being included or not. But I was just super impressed by him just knowing so many 5-letter words. Or like, he was so quick about it. And I'm like, I have to count out every time I think of a word. Yeah.
The first word I always try in Wordle is tired, which is actually, it's like a really good word to start with because I and E are so commonly used with R. And because of the letter placements.
Yeah.
There's another one. I forgot what my backup one is on the rare occasion that tired gives me absolutely nothing.
Voice is apparently what my brother starts with. One of them.
Oh, that's a good one. My nano started as working on books 1 and 2 of my YA series, then developed into only working on book 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunburn in your eyes. That's
It is so bad.
How do you get a sunburn
the
on your
sun
eyeball?
goes into your eyes.
The same way you get a sunburn on your face.
Yeah, it's like mostly when I go to the ocean is when I
Like
get
not
it, when
walking
it's a
around like
reflection.
this.
Yeah. Because
The
I'll
way-
take off my sunglasses to go in the water.
The way my mom got burnt is she'd be driving home from work and she's driving in a direction where the sun is setting, and she has to squint while she's driving while the sun is like through the windshield. Yeah.
I try not to squint for wrinkles, and because it makes my eyes hurt. My eyes are so fucking delicate.
My problem is I have really big eyes, big anime eyes.
I do not.
So
eyes. I don't. I'm just fucking around. Go ahead, Sam. Sorry, I'm getting tired, so I'm getting rambly.
It's alright. So it's like most of the time my eyes have like 2 modes. They're this mode, which is just me looking at like not bright things. Yeah, see. Or like everything. This is my everything is so bright mode, and I can still see clearly, but like when I'm wearing eyeliner, my eyes just disappear.
I can close this eye like all the way and have this eye open. I think that's really weird. But like awesome. It's not squinted at all. It's just closed. Like
it's cool.
Yeah, it's closed. Then
but your face is still like scrunched up on the side.
Which side? This side?
Yeah.
Or this? Oh, well.
Both sides. You look concentrated. Rather, it's just like an eye closed.
Ah, okay.
I again have ADHD and I hyper-focused on it one day and I was like, this is so weird.
If I just leave my mouth at rest, one side smirks up and the other one is slightly frowned. And that's how I figure out which side of my face I smirk and which side of my I frown with. So I can do this.
Stroke.
No, it's not a stroke. It's just the way, because like you like naturally smirk or frown, right? And both of these gestures are done with like one side of the face. And so I do it. Huh?
Frowning is done with both sides of your face. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-mm.
I mean, not for you, but
not for me.
What's your opinion on this? Yeah, it's both sides of your face.
Not everybody frowns with both sides of their face, because like literally there are regions where people frown with one side so consistently they just talk out the side of their mouth like this.
I know there's a partial paralysis that.
No, that's just how they talk. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, pay attention to the way people talk in different regions, and there are a lot of regions where people only or predominantly speak out of one side of their face, and it like affects their accent and the way that like. I don't know. It's hard to describe if you've never like paid attention.
Not that I don't believe you. It's just my brain can't figure out why they would do that. So it needs like evidence of it.
Well, like when you're talking like this, when you talk like this, you're only talking out of one side of your face. And
why
this is
would
how
they
you
speak
get that
like
sound.
that? There's no reason to speak like that.
Because that's
violin players. Like
so the way that you learn to speak is through watching the adults around you speak. You mimic their mouth shapes.
Yes. But why did the first person start doing it?
You'd have to go back fucking generations.
I know. I need to know. Well, I'm not gonna like
look into it.
That's a lot of work. I'm a screenwriting major. Yeah,
that's not my problem. I just know if you want to sound like Sean Connery, only speak out of one side of your voice. Don't use the other half of your face. Use the other half of your face. It's not gonna work.
There is definitely like a partial paralysis of the face. That is a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing, but that's that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm just talking about
person that.
Also, have you ever noticed
paralysis of their face?
have you ever noticed that like the most famous Broadway actresses have extremely square jaws and big mouths?
I cannot say I have.
Idina Menzel, she's one of them. And it's in part from them it's in part from the way that they have to shape their mouth to belt out the way that they do to project. So they're like always talking with their mouths really big like this. I stare at people's mouths a lot. It's fascinating.
I'm gathering that. What if that Broadway people, for some reason, really just like watching people with big mouths, so they only hire people with big mouths? And
you can't see them from that far away.
No, the people that like hire Broadway people.
The people that hire Broadway people give a fuck if you can hear them from the back row, not if you can see them mouth from the back row.
Are you a Broadway producer?
I've seen enough behind the scenes to be confident in my I've seen enough behind the scenes and I've been in enough productions. Not Broadway, but still. I'm confident.
Mm-hmm.
I had a thing I was going to say, but I forgot it.
Maybe like 60%. I do want to know why people speak out of the side of the mouth. That is.
It's just a regional thing.
People actively frown like. That's not like. I feel like it's more like in the eyes. The frown.
Mm-hmm.
You just look so like. Sam, when you do your like half little frown thing, I can just imagine like a look like. Well, today I
pretty much
any candy bars.
Well, the thing is, I don't frown to show my displeasure. I frown when I'm upset. So for me, yeah, like frowning is just it's like. And then my pouting, I pout with both sides because like, like I have a very intense. Because my eyebrows.
Very intense lipstick, which I think makes it even more dramatic,
more noticeable.
Yeah.
There's also
a level of petulance to the one-sided frown.
It does. See, for me, if I want to express the emotion that most people express when they frown, my face more neutralizes. It's like this.
I think most people don't actively go when they're displeased.
I think it's in the brows. Yeah.
Yeah. But also, there's like, there's like 5 universal languages that everybody pretty much expresses the same way, no matter what culture you're from. And frowning is the only, or not frowning, maybe it is frowning. It's the only universal emotion that only uses one side of the face.
Where did you hear
if I remember. I've been watching a lot of body analyses lately. Like from FBI experts.
Yeah. I wanted to be in the FBI at one point, but that's just because I was watching a lot of Criminal Minds.
Facial emotions. Oh, maybe it's disgust. You see, because the thing isn't like what expressions we use so much as these are the emotions that we express.
It's like, oh, like that uses one side of your face.
Yeah. Well, most people frown, like a lot of people frown to express disgust. But yeah, I think disgust is the, like all of the other emotions use the whole face, but disgust uses one side of the face. And there are 7, not 5.
Now I'm just seeing what expression.
Was it really? Like I'm trying to act disgusted, and I'm just like
1920s mobster. He's gonna get what's coming to him. Sure. You all just made my stomach hurt from laughing. Well,
these are important things to discuss, Nikki.
I have a young mind to blow, apparently.
I don't know. My mind's being blown.
Is your mind not?
I like my violin theory.
Are you like?
I don't actually know how to put
Logically acknowledging that what is being said makes sense, but your mind is unable to fully comprehend it or accept it as true. That
No.
is
Logically, my mind is like, this doesn't make any sense, but Sam really seems to believe it, so I kind of want to believe it, but it...
Wait, which part are you not believing?
The majority of it.
I can't help it if you don't. Hold on.
I don't know. I'm not a body analysis expert.
People
Clearly.
speak out of one side of their mouth. A high proportion of normal subjects have speech expression controlled predominantly by the left hemisphere, which would make people asymmetrically speak out of the right side of their mouth.
Okay, I feel like having a slight tilt to your mouth versus talking like this are two very separate things.
Yes.
Okay.
But specifically...
No, second piece of thing was like, people talk like this. And it doesn't make sense to my brain why they would talk like this.
People do talk like that, though. Like, it is a thing.
Other than, like, the mobster thing, but, like, it does kind of sound like transatlantic accent-y. But... or mostly, I don't know. I don't know my accents. I don't know a lot. I'm totally unqualified to have this conversation, but
the transatlantic accent is like very, very mildly Celtic sounding, but it's like
Sorry,
it's like
I don't know.
The transatlantic accent is more like this, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta tell your news, and you gotta tell your news fine, and what you gotta do is you gotta round out the top of your lips so that you can barely see your lip, and you keep your mouth a little open like that. You keep your jaw very, very like this, see? And then you use your tongue. Your tongue's gotta be pretty fucking flat the entire time because you're trying to enunciate everything. See, that's the whole thing about doing accents is you got to know how the mouth and how everything is shaped and you control it, which is very different than when you talk out of the side of your face, because this is when you kind of get in a Scottish accent going. See, and with this one, you have to keep the sounds from coming out just right here. So you got to keep your tongue open.
Cigars.
That could be it, you know. You might be on to something.
That's actually really sharp.
And you know, I'm not as good at doing it out of this side of my face, but I can 100% do it out of either this side of my face. But you're not going to get this specific sound and this specific accent if you try to do it at the front of your face. Because see, when you do it at the front of your face, it just doesn't work the same. You're not getting this very muffled sound going.
Darling? No.
And do you want to know what like actually ignited my fascination with this was voice actors? Because if you watch the way voice actors move their mouths and move their faces to get like the sounds that they want, it's like...
That's why a lot of normal actors, like on-screen actors, just the transition from that to being a voice actor is not the same. And yes,
it is not.
Referencing one very particular person who keeps appearing as a voice actor. I'm not saying
which one. There are so many of them.
Text you
no, I think I know what you're talking about.
My dream career. If I had my dream career, I would intersect with this person. So, but it's fine. Most of the internet agrees with me. I messaged you on Discord. I think. I hope it was you. It was you.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. But my mom is really convinced I can go to voice acting. And I'm like, I don't know anything about voice acting. I just like watching anime. But it would be cool to go into.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get on this topic?
Because I frown and smile with the opposite parts of my face, so I can become the drama mask if I wish.
Oh, okay. Do your wrinkles go in opposite directions?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. My
See,
wrinkles
you
are
can
showing up really early.
see my dimple is the side that I smile on, so you can see this wrinkle, and then this is the side I frown on. I don't know if you can tell here, but you can. It's starting to wrinkle like right there. So
I wonder.
yeah,
if
I'm 100%
dimples
gonna look like an
affect
old
this
drama
at all.
mask. Does
Do you
what?
have a dimple, Mimi? It looks like you have a dimple. Do you have dimples?
I have a dimple.
Just on
Not
this
you,
side.
Sam. We know you have a dimple. Mimi, you have a dimple?
Just
I
on
don't
this
have
side.
dimples. Both my brothers do on opposite sides. But I
Although
don't.
I don't think this is a dimple. I think this is just a shadow.
Oh,
You know, if you see me in real life,
know
like
if
in
you
the
have a
sunlight, I
dimple.
don't have any dimples.
okay. Do you smile or frown with one side of your face?
No, when I frown, like my mouth goes lax and it's all on my brows.
It's the dimple theory. Thank you. I'll be here all week. No, I won't. I have.
Well, I mean, like you might because see, a dimple is an irregular development of some muscle in the face. So
does my dimple theory hold weight, water?
I think so. Like I'm
Okay,
saying
I'm
that I think it holds water.
I'm amazing.
But I think like for
Some
me, I
scientists
get
gonna be
shy
like,
to
You're a
smile.
fucking idiot. What are you saying?
I'm like too shy to smile. Like I don't know. I get like nervous smiling in front of other people. So I try to contain the smile, but I can't. So that's why I smile more with my right side because that's where I couldn't contain it.
Like
and I have more control here.
Chris
It looks like a dimple. It on camera it does, but I don't have dimples.
I'm glad I don't have dimples because I already have like when I smile, like it goes into like little cherub cheek things, and I'm like I want to look mature and cool when I smile and stuff.
Well, apparently the dimple allows the face to be more expressive because it's a muscle that pulls the lips back into it, so it like emphasizes a smile and frames it.
Okay. I do think
that's what Google says.
I'm gonna text him right now.
Chris is mildly obsessed with Maz's name because on Lucifer, Mazakeen is one of our favorite characters.
She's a cool character. I'm like 2 seasons behind on that. It finished, right?
I think so.
Her name is. She goes by Maze, though, right?
Yeah, Maze.
Okay.
But her full name is Mazakeen. And she is one of the best characters in the show, hands down.
She's really hot too. That helps. Most people in that show are hot. It's kind of odd.
I hope you get a classmate who predominantly speaks out of one side of their face just to.
I'll just start crying. Like I will see this person immediately, tears start streaming down my face. Better yet, if like it's during my semester in LA next year, or I just like meet some like high profile actor who I've never met before or something, and they speak out, and I'm like, deformed. You can. That's a joke. You can speak out of the side of your face, kind of maybe. Do you play the violin?
You know, that wouldn't actually affect a violinist because they don't speak when they play.
There's a violin lady that sings when she plays.
If you're talking about Lindsay Sterling, no,
I'm a genius. A scientific connoisseur. That's not
so Mona says no, I don't have a dimple on my face. It really is just a shadow.
Okay.
Created by the
also, CB, if you're talking about Lindsay Sterling, she does not sing while she plays the violin. She often
know who I'm talking about.
Oh. I was gonna say she'll like duet with other people where she's playing the violin and they're singing.
Sings. I don't think it would work very well, but there's some super talented people out there.
So, sleep well, Kelly.
Bye.
Sorry to burst your theory, CV, but I have a dimple on my right side.
You can be the exception to a rule. We need a larger. I'm forgetting all of my science terms.
Tina, can you not smirk? Wait, Tina, if you can't move, does that mean you can't smirk? Because a smirk is only done with one side of the mouth. If you smirk with both sides, it's a smile. So a smirk is only done with one side.
I'm practicing here. I'm like, do I smirk?
I know
with
for a
one side?
fact my face isn't symmetrical. So my expressions aren't symmetrical. But I'm not going,
She can't DreamWorks.
No, I can't do it. I'm sorry. What's DreamWorks face?
The smirk, the left,
Yeah.
I can't do it with my left side. I can't do it with this side because I can't smirk. See, I can't smirk with this side. But I can smirk with this side.
I can move my eyebrows independently.
My leg's asleep.
I can move my right side, but not my left. I can't even identify my left side.
I can. So for mine, I can go like that up and this down. But if I want to put this up, then it's just. Wait, fuck. Now I'm looking at it and I can't do it.
I can move them independently, and then I wiggle my nose.
I've always wanted to be able to wiggle my nose.
Wait, can you do that
again? Samantha from Bewitched, the way she activates her magic is she wiggles her nose, and I've always wanted to do that. I'm so jealous.
Awesome.
To continue, use the updated items on your screen.
No. Phoebe, Chris has shared.
That's my mind being blown. Just for the record. That was me. Right there.
A mind can be blown in multiple ways. But
Sam.
yes, that is definitely the mind being blown. Go look at the DreamWorks face in Discord.
That is terrifying, actually. I have seen this before.
Well, I think the DreamWorks face is a mileage may vary on whether or not it looks okay.
A lot of these characters look really pervy. Megamind looks cool, but everyone else. This donkey is just there's like a baseline of weirdness there, so it's cool.
I think Megamind, the fox, and Elsa and Donkey all do the eyebrow fine. Oh, and Poe. Poe is very
Kung Fu Panda doesn't have eyebrows; he just has the muscle, so it makes it more okay.
But everybody else,
that's cool.
Everyone. Oh wait, no, Shrek. Shrek's is also fine too. Everybody else's.
Shrek's is not very intense. The little baby from Boss Baby doing it.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else definitely no.
The bee from the Bee movie. Anyways.
The bee from I have never seen the Bee movie, and I don't want to see the Bee movie because I don't know. I don't like the way it's animated.
A couple times, but I've deleted it from my memory. I've also seen the sped up version, so technically I've seen it, but in like a minute.
I don't believe him. He can keep his sex.
Damn, I'll take it. I believe him.
Well, CB doesn't know whether or not she is thinking of Lindsay.
I have no idea what I'm thinking of. I might just be making it up. That is a very real possibility.
Okay, practicing in the mirror to confirm. I can smirk and pull those muscles up independently, but I can't frown / pull those muscles down.
I can't frown on one side. Wait.
Jerry Seinfeld. You like jazz?
No, I cannot do it.
Speaking of things that I had no interest in, but then needed to experience, so what is that?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. Chris. It would be hard to sing all like this. I don't know how to play the violins. Here.
Too violin, it's on your chin.
Use the sleeve of Vanilla Oreos. You can sing like this? Wait.
Not well. Not with as much control and intensity as you need
Some people are really talented.
It's not about talent. It's about being able to move. Like, you literally have to be, in order to sing and project, you literally have to be able to hold this up.
Maybe their, like, arm was up really high. I'm Googling.
I mean, Lindsay Sterling sings. She does sing in some of her songs, but she stops playing when she sings.
Complex fiddling, which fiddles and violins I feel like are really similar. Together are not that common in the tradition, but there are some who did. Fiddle singing apparently is a thing.
Okay.
Can a person
fiddles and violins, if I remember correctly, fiddles and violins are the same instrument, but they are two different styles of playing. And the way that a violin requires you to play is not the same as the way that a fiddle. So perhaps
vindication.
So, like,
the muscles will not allow you to sing the violin.
And I don't
like,
know
you'd
why.
have to drop the violin is the thing. You'd have to rest it like here.
What if you just put it up so your neck's straight?
No, see, that's the thing. You can't do that to play a violin the way a violin needs to be played, because, like, violin is a very specific technique to it. So, like, you have to, it's not like a guitar where you can, like, use a variety of techniques to give yourself a style and stuff. No, a violin is, like, very specific to it. But, like, a fiddle and a violin, I'm pretty sure they are the same instrument. They are just two different disciplines for playing it.
Sadly. But
so that's because I'm Southern and I know what a fiddle is. And you know, when the devil went down to Georgia,
I know that song. That's my
his fiddle of gold against your very soul.
It's a great song.
Yeah, and in it they use both violin.
My coworkers were like horrified that I knew every word, and I'm like, what?
Well, in the song they use both violin and fiddle techniques. So that's why it like sounds like a violin sometimes.
Part of my brain, when I think of a fiddle, I think of a reed pipe.
Violin is basically just like the elitist version of fiddle playing.
I don't actually know how those work by there.
So
I
remember correctly, it's actually how you hold the bow, not the violin. So you have to hold the bow very tautly. So you also have to have the violin very tight. No, I've never played violin in my life.
Why do you know about
I haven't played guitar. I don't know if you've noticed this, Shibi, but I know a lot about a lot. Whether or not I...
Why?
But no, I've never been in band. My grandfather used to be in a band, and they used to play in our backyard, and he played guitar.
At the retreat, we should do all of us singing Went Down to Georgia together.
He also...
or the fiddle.
Like, I've helped my grandfather put his... Like, I set up his computer so he could type his songs into it. So I, like, have a record of all the songs that he's ever written. And we've got a couple that, like, they sang and stuff. So my grandfather used to play the guitar in our front yard and all of that. But as far as fiddles go, I don't actually have any personal experience with fiddles or violins. That's
another way I've heard of fiddles.
Yeah, it's just one day I was curious, and so I was like, the fuck is the difference? And so I went on a deep dive because I listened to a lot of bluegrass growing up.
Do we not have any musicians that play the fiddle or the violin in the audience? I don't know how many people are in the audience.
I think when you fiddle, you hold it differently enough to set it with the chin.
Well, I will, like, you know, in discussions about Lindsay Sterling's technique, classical musicians would say she plays her violin like a fiddle. And not
I was about to say that.
Classically, yeah.
Lindsay Sterling straddles the line because she does it so that she can dance around, so she's looser.
Is the term she played him like a fiddle or she played him like a violin?
She played him like a fiddle.
Okay.
Flexible and wild.
Okay. I feel like I've heard it with the violin there. But my brain is starting to turn to mush, I'm fairly certain.
I played cello with any string instrument. You have to hold the bow pretty tightly or it'll fall with your hand because a lot of fast playing is bouncing the strings off the bow of the violin strings.
I wish I knew how to play an instrument. I missed it in elementary school with my moving. Where I lived in Texas, it would have been the next year we started playing instruments. And then where I moved up to Pennsylvania, it was the previous year people started learning instruments. And at one point I wanted to learn the harp. I don't know how to play the harp, but there was a scene in Xena where she played the harp, and therefore I wanted to learn how to play the harp.
Hazelnut says get some sleep.
So
I say continue to entertain. CB will sleep when she.
I hope people are appreciating this version of it. I woke up lots of hours ago.
I will say this:
for an hour.
CB is actually very disciplined about going to sleep now. I'm very proud of her growth. Ever since migraines hit her, and she discovered that going to bed can actually cut down on how horrible the migraines are. She is very disciplined. She has absolutely no qualms being like, guys, I'm leaving to sleep now.
I have to get 9 to 10 hours every night.
Yeah.
But my class tomorrow is not until 1 p.m., so I can sleep until 7. And it's only 10 o'clock right now, so we're good. It's not even 10 o'clock.
I'm setting us up a timer because I just realized how far we've gotten into this conversation. Well, we'll probably have to have a very short if we want to get in our third sprint.
We did promise.
Well, here, let me ask. Do we want to do a 30-minute sprint and then just hang out the rest of it, or do we want to do 2 20s?
I vote 30 minutes because I think I can finish my assignment in 30 minutes. And we all know I don't work in the last sprint.
Yeah, because you're tired.
Yeah. So if I finish the assignment in 30 minutes, then I'm good. Well, Chris, I still won't do anything for the last one.
No.
I don't have the preference either way. I was just thinking chat maybe want to choose.
Sorry, I saw the cat. That was really loud.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see what chat is if chat has opinions. Chat, if you don't have a preference, also let me know you don't have a preference. All right, Nicole said 30. That's one person.
And the devil went down to Georgia and he's looking for a soul to steal.
He said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin.
I don't know if we're matched up at all streaming, but on my side, we said that at the exact same time. So. People say 30. Thank you, people.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good then.
Is Rowan still here? Oh, Rowan is still here. Hi, Rowan. Fox, you can have some Cheez-Its. Here you go.
You know, CB will personally buy and gift you a box of Cheez-Its if you come to the writing retreat.
I will. How much are Cheez-Its? They're not that much.
I don't know, but I'll fund you if need be.
Ow. I cut the back of my hand yesterday on my key, and I scraped off the top couple of layers of skin. It's kind of swollen over the knuckle, and then it dug into the skin a bit, so it was bleeding. Anyways, I keep hitting it on stuff because it's on the back of my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, Mimi, count us down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
There we go. I had to make sure that I hit all the right buttons.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure my audio is in fact good. Also, surprise! Hello!
Yeah. Tina messaged me. She was like, so, since there's only going to be chatting after, can there be a surprise, Tina? And I was like, let me go get the link. So how did everybody else do, and what were they working on? Because I spent the vast majority of that stream reminding myself why one should not eat baked beans and sweet potatoes for 5 days straight, and then knowing that I'm going to continue eating them until we run out. Because I like to take a plate and put like stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, and the baked beans on it, and then just mix it all together. And if I'm in the mood for turkey, I will basically use the turkey to just scoop my mashed amalgamation. Let me tell you, it'll clean your system out.
I because like of my time zone, I don't have time to make dinner between coming home from work and then joining the stream. So I
support
ramen.
dinner sprints.
Yeah, I made ramen. That's what I did.
Nice.
Oh. Ramen's good. But I support using like any of the sprints to make dinner and eat and stuff, especially since you can't really be productive without proper fuel. Oh, have you just plopped now? She's like just very comfortably positioned right there now.
Sorry about that. I wanted to finish typing up my notes.
You never have to apologize if you want to go ahead and finish some work and stuff.
Yeah.
This is why we do usually have two co-hosts, so that if one of us needs to finish something up, the other two can chat with each other, chat with chat. And now we have a bonus host.
Yeah.
I just wrote 502 words during that of a critique of someone else's, and it's because I didn't do the critique during class. I didn't read this person's script, and I was like, sorry. And the teacher was like, well, he still needs like people's feedback. So if you didn't like read it before class, can you write something up? And I'm like, yeah. I don't, because I was the only person that admitted to not reading it, even though like no one in the class was giving any feedback. Because I think like no one read it. Not because it isn't good, just because it was most people's last class before break.
Yeah. I mean, they can't know it's good or not if they didn't read it. So
yeah.
But that is.
And so, I typed up my response, which is probably really fucking excessive, because we usually say like 2 sentences on each other's scripts in class, and this is literally 500 words. And like I could have gone into more detail, but I always feel bad critiquing people in script class because it's not like your critique partner or anything. It's more like your beta reader. But I would like always prefer someone to rip my shit apart. But like people think a lot of these writers are like baby writers and don't have any experience with getting like feedback on their work, so you have to be like really.
You got to be careful, like not censor yourself, but tailor yourself to your partners. Yeah.
Well, when I was in college, because I did creative writing for college.
Yeah.
And I had to be. I actually had a teacher pull me aside and tell me I had to be a little softer.
Yeah, I went to art school, and there was a couple instances of like seeing people be too harsh, but I actually there was actually one of my teachers in my second year got fired for being so terrible to students.
I feel like part of. Oh, sorry. Go on, Tina.
Oh, that was the teacher. I think I've mentioned it before, but he pronounced my last name wrong, but differently wrong every single class. And every single class I would try to correct him, and he would move to the next person. Which was funny because like he didn't have beef with me otherwise. Like otherwise we were perfectly civil. And so I was like, I don't know what this is, but and it was a thing of for my very last project with him, I had this idea, and it was a thing of like usually he was pretty like meh about like my ideas and stuff, but I had this idea, and when I showed it to him, he basically just like redrew like my like sketches for it. And he was like, "This, you should do it like this." And so because I was like, you know, I don't really care about this class, and what the heck, let me try something. And so because he had sketched like a composition, so I just did that exact composition, and I got an A. I literally was just like, this is what you want? Here you go. I was the AI generator.
I feel like part of the value of going to school for certain majors is just getting that experience taking and receiving critique. Yeah, that's part of the value, so that you can learn how to give and take it in a not low stress, what's the word? Low risk environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
it is not low stress, let me tell you.
Yeah, that's why I said low stress was not what I was looking for, but it's like it's low risk comparatively, because yes, your grade is at risk, and that's a big thing, but like it's better to learn there where it's only your grade at risk versus like when you're trying to make career connections and stuff.
Yeah.
Someone just
Also,
posted
this is completely off topic and stuff, but I am so glad I've been able to teach her to give no lick kisses, because I don't like slobber. I don't like saliva. It is literally the only body fluid I have an issue with. Like I've dealt with babies and children and animals my entire life, so like pee, poop, vomit, none of that like bothers me, but just something about saliva, I'm like, which I've dealt with teething children and I fucking hate it, but like, and dogs, they like to lick your face because licking is how they show kisses, and I'm like, okay, I can deal with you licking my hands, my arm, my leg, doesn't matter, not my face. So I teach as many of my animals to no lick kiss as I can. And then like they can, so she'll boop my face with her nose, and then if she wants to lick me, she'll like lick right here, which is fine. I'm like, yes. I'm so proud of this. But Tina said I always called cheese nips because I am a kid. As a kid, I misheard and was glad, and was like, I guess they do look like nips.
I have been informed. Since making that comment, I have been informed that here in Canada, they did actually used to be called cheese nips, and they changed the name on us. A certain Canadian someone in our group was sending me photos of the packages, and I was asking him, "Did you Photoshop these for me?" but then he put one in particular, I was like, "Wait, that
it would
one
not be out of the realm of possibility."
Yeah.
He has Photoshopped my comments before, but
yeah.
Hazelnut says 626 new words.
Nice.
Yeah. Rowan painted their nails. Nice.
What color?
Nice.
Ooh, 654 words. Nice.
Nice.
What down? You have to let me know. That is the opposite of the direction of down. Whenever she wants down, she climbs higher like a cat. And I'm like, that's not going to work out for you.
Boo does that too.
You are going in the wrong direction.
But he is also
like for
tiny,
my cats,
and I'm like, you cannot get off from that height. You got to go back. Like
for my cats, it's fine to climb up because they're gonna jump. But I'm like, Riju, baby, you're not built that way. You are built differently. RP said, "Holy, wait. Ooh, ramen sounds good now, actually." I am just over the 57 mark for Nano. Nice! That is really close to 50K though. That's only like 3,000 under. So
Yeah.
Regardless of how much closer you get, you have already done like phenomenally.
Yes.
Yeah. That's amazing.
My critique partner in my class, like gave the critique and I just skimmed it. And they were writing like blah 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 plot stuff. You could add in a little stinger scene with blah 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 between the scenes with Leo showing off his smexy body, and I'm like, oh my god.
You just gave me war flashbacks.
Love that CP. Let me tell you, I had a very, very thirsty critique partner, and reading their comments versus Fox comments, who is like the antithesis of thirsty, it was wild.
Oh my god.
Like I would write something mildly fan servicey, and my thirsty critique partner would just go wild in the comments, and then there's Fox just going, Sam. Just like this disappointed mom tone in his voice. I'm like,
that tomorrow is the class where my script will be critiqued, which I am totally looking forward to, other than the fact that we will have to discuss whether or not I wrote, with lots of input from the people on screen, my character's sexy enough.
They can always. I will let you know, as a demisexual, whatever I critique with sexiness in mind is, you could always make it sexier, and the thirsty people will probably. I just
looked over it, and I feel like I need to make it sexier. I'm like, this is only like 3 lines of sexy, and they're like middling sexy, but that doesn't include the like excessive, the pink lips line. Remember that, guys?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The plush, plump, pink lips.
I didn't say
That's
that.
a white boy.
I know you need to.
This isn't that kind of show.
Yeah, you said like plush pink lips. I was like,
she rejects most of my sexy. I mean, granted, half of them are in jest, but the other half are quite serious, and she rejects them.
Yeah. But
just because I enjoy Harlequin romance doesn't mean I won't.
The split is like, I feel like a lot of my classes can be like, so I barely mentioned some of the sexiness in like a previous scene, and one of my friends was literally like, I think she was like kind of joking, but she was literally hooting and hollering about it. She was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I do that in the comments of my critique partner's work all the time. I'm constantly screaming like hot. The thing is though, is that I typically read and like critique on the subway, and I've had 2 instances. I might have said this on stream already. The first time I had where I was like, our subways have like, these like clear like partitions sort of like beside the door. I don't know exactly why, but it's like, I guess so you don't fall onto the seat beside you, like beside the door. But I was leaning on that thing reading, right? Because I was almost at my stop, and there was a guy sitting on the other side of the partition, right, on the seat. And I could see out of the corner of my eye, and I put this in the comments of my work, that I think because I was smiling at the work I was critiquing, he was giving me like those like doe eyes, like as if he was the main character in one of those indie romances and I was about to become his manic pixie dream girl.
Oh my god.
Nothing happened. He didn't say anything, but I just like very quickly clocked the look on his face, and then even like started typing it out to my critique partner, like, your work is affecting me so much that men are falling in love with me.
Oh my god.
I had another instance where another dude, I was reading and I like could feel someone move closer, and he was fully reading over my shoulder, and it was a spicy scene, and I just did a little
so rude though. Like, sir, this is my porn.
God.
Get your own.
Yeah.
Like,
But I am like,
weird, but
I am like
especially
critique
with-
partner. Your work is so good that it is affecting not only me but the general public.
And then, like, he got an awkward boner, and he's like, I don't know what to do now. This is not what I
Just
intended
invested, honestly.
when I looked
Like-
over to read.
Thanks, Sam.
Well,
Hell yeah, he's on the.
Have you joined the Troublemaker server? Because I know that, like, they've been doing some pop-up sprints. They also do a sprint on Wednesday mornings, and a lot of people like promo their sprints in there. There's also, I have somewhere the Google Doc of people who do sprints and stuff. If you would like it and don't already have it, I would just look at him like, can I help you? Hazelnut agrees that plump, plush, pink lips is great.
I'm pretty sure that's I want to see your downfall kind of. Please do it.
Hazelnut, please clarify, are you suggesting this because you love it or because you wish for CB's downfall? Also, both is acceptable as an answer. I just really like the alliteration of plump, plush, and then pink, and the way that it like slowly, like, I don't know, just something about the way it's said and it flows. It like de-escalates itself, like plump, plush, pink.
Also,
It's
lips
awesome.
has a P sound in it too.
Yeah, lips. Ah, see.
This phrase involves lots of lips.
Pla 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 pla.
I said plink for some reason. Plink.
Involves lots of plink.
But yeah.
What does that word mean?
Or the most mortifying thing happens where my teacher goes, "This is too much." But I don't think that's gonna happen because she didn't have that reaction to someone writing a blowjob in theirs. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
It wasn't very graphic, but
Hazelnut says, I love it. It's too nice to wish for anybody's, or she's too nice to wish for anybody's downfall except their ex's. Fair.
nice.
See, I used to write, like, back in my late teens, I wrote some of the most purpley prose erotica for my friends.
Okay.
Well, okay, so as a demisexual who didn't know what that was, and like asexuality and the gray ace spectrum were not like widely discussed concepts until my mid to late 20s. So I basically just went around my teen years assuming I was broken, that there was something defective in me. So I was trying to figure out what or why, and like a lot of my friends were super horny and thirsty, and I was like, but why? But what is the appeal? But what? Like, I'm sitting there watching an anime with them, and you know, like a character takes their shirt off and they're all like, oh damn, and I'm like, ma'am. Like, they just took their shirt off. Like, what is it? What is this? And so I would like read and write erotica to try to figure out what the appeal was. And through that, I became very skilled at it by basically using my friends as test subjects to see what they reacted to more or less. So I got like a pretty good idea about it. I also, like I said, I really love Harlequin romances because Harlequin romances have a reputation for being very, very smutty books, which is like fair but also unfair because the way they're smutty is that they primarily focus on the emotion of every action. So like everything's described very flowery, very purpley, very long and drawn out because it's all about the like the emotional feelings that it's bringing up and then mixed with the physical, which as a demisexual that actually appealed to me the most of all forms of sex scenes.
Yeah.
So I really love a good Harlequin romance, and I love the writing style for it. So that was the writing style I tried to imitate for my erotica. Yes, my porn, my smut.
Yes. I want to try and write some smut, just to like see if I can. And I won't be as like, I know I get like super bashful about writing this but it's for class. I feel like that's why. Like my
It's
teacher,
the setting.
who is like the same age as my parents and is just a very parental person, but in a like more like grandmotherly wise, but in like the traditional like the I don't know. I feel like she's too innocent for this world, slightly as well. And then also my class full of really hot people where I'm like, this is too confusing of an environment for me. I don't want to try anything new. Hide in the corner and like make my friends deal with it. So yeah.
My smut
Copy
is
the
very,
draft
like-
and add it to the new one that you won't share with the class.
Yeah.
Just make one X-rated for yourself.
Not in this script. Not in this script. He's just taking off his shirt. I just have to establish that he is hot. Yeah. There's nothing like actively. My love interest hasn't shown up yet, which I'm really sad about. Nothing I'm writing this semester my love interests are there for, but they're both like queer romances.
I really love writing fan servicey scenes from the love interest point of view. They're like some of my favorite things. And I love getting as like I really love writing thirsty characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so much fun to write. And the things that they notice, because, you know, a thirsty character, from my observation of thirsty people, is somebody who like goes about their day being completely like fine and focused and then immediately distracted by the object of their thirst. And like they can no longer think correctly. And it takes a while for them to correct course their thoughts, and then it's still like mildly in the back of their mind, which is something that I have never truly experienced. But I'm like,
Can't relate.
oh yeah, definitely. You can't relate. Not at all. I think the closest I have ever come to that is watching Sailor Moon Crystal and Mamoru. Like, he's just too pretty. He's too pretty. He's too pretty. No. My husband, look, I don't get thirsty for Mamoru. That's just the closest I've ever got to my brain not functioning. No. Thirsty Sam is a very proactive Sam.
Yeah.
So it is the exact opposite. It is not like Thirsty Sam does not stop functioning. Thirsty Sam just switches modes. That's all.
Yeah, do you remember what your Venus sign is in astrology?
I'll find out for you.
I love the knitting.
Brilliant.
It's so great.
Yeah. I'm making a scarf for someone.
Oh, I have no idea, Hazel.
I feel like I should actually slide over this way so that my name isn't in the way, so you can actually see me working.
Oh, you're at the very
because I
beginning.
feel it's soothing.
Hazelnut, that is an accurate description of how it seems from the outside of people's minds.
Yeah. And the inside. I don't know what's going on like 80% of the time.
I would describe my smut as very passionate and emotional.
I'm excited.
Yes.
My brain's turning
Leo.
for that, but I'm blanking on it.
Tina, my Venus is Leo, which makes sense to me.
I'm also Venus Leo. We have both the same Venus and Mars. That explains a lot.
I'm a Venus in Gemini.
I don't know what that means. I have co-star though.
Tell me then.
What I
You
assume.
have your chart in co-star.
Yeah, what I assume, which Tina will correct me if I am wrong, is that if you are a Venus Leo, you are very confident in your sexuality and willing to be a go-getter.
Yeah, but it's not like
you are not.
Yeah, because like there's Aries is the ram who will just like smash through anything, butt heads, like those like little fights. Taurus is like the long game, like running charging at full speed forever and ever, right? But then Leo is the like slow, like stalking sort of like hunting. But the thing is that you have the Taurus Mars too, and Mars is your general like drive and motivation. So you can kind of switch between the two depending on the sort of, because Venus is more like
Are you talking to
relationship
me or
based.
Mimi?
You, because Leo.
I have a Taurus Mars.
I'll get to Gemini. Huh?
I have a Taurus Mars.
No, you have a Taurus Mars because I remember because I also have a Taurus Mars.
Okay. No, I'm asking. I went off of my chart, so I don't remember at the moment because I went to see what Chris.
Yeah, no, I remember because we have the same ones. That's how I remember. But yeah, no.
I'm not an Aries at all.
Yeah.
Or a Libra. Or a Virgo at all, according to this thing.
But what is your Venus then, CB?
I don't know how to read it.
Oh,
Give
boy.
me a second, I'll find out.
But is it
you know the little female side?
Venus, the only one that's
Sagittarius.
is Sagittarius, yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm a
That makes a lot
Capricorn
of sense.
sun, a Taurus moon, and a Taurus rising.
Oh, you've got a lot of Earth. That makes sense. I feel like that every time I like hear someone, I just sit there and I'm like, that makes sense. And people are like, what does that mean? And I'm like, it just makes sense. I don't know. It's
Look,
the vibe.
Venus Sagittarius makes sense to me because from what I know of Sagittariuses are very like, they're very passionate, they're very confident, and like when in a relationship, they're very loyal and stuff. But the moment they're out of a relationship, they're like, okay, I'm done with that. Let us move on.
That's fair.
That is like not relationship specifically, but just like about anything. Like once they commit to something, they'll commit to it. But like once it's done, they have no qualms cutting ties and moving on with their life. That is my daughter. Which is going to make her so hard to ground when she's older because like if I try to ground her, it's like, okay, you're not allowed to do that. I fear she's going to have my attitude of like, okay. Disciplining me was a personal hell for my mother, who's not good at discipline in the first place. So I pity her so much. But my father was a Leo. So
every time I hear the word Leo, I think of the Percy Jackson quote where Percy goes, I'm a Leo. And Leo Valdez goes, no, stupid. You're a Percy. I'm a Leo. no, I'm a Leo. You're a Percy. Yeah. Every time.
Cute. Hazelnut said, I only know my star and sun signs. Star, Gemini, Sun, Cancer. All right, Hazelnut, I use an app called CoStar, which is free and both on... No CoStar? Why no CoStar?
No, CoStar's bad. Their readings are real bad.
I was going to... Hold on, let me finish what I was saying then. All right, I use CoStar. It's like free. I only use it for my chart so that I have a mobile version of my chart. But you can also go to astrologycafe.com. That's a really good one for your chart.
I will drop the link because it's Cafe Astrology, and I will give the link for everyone to do their chart.
Yeah, that's where I first got my chart and all of my children's chart. But I really like CoStar's feature that I can keep my chart and all of my friends' charts. So like I can go stock my friends' charts. But yeah, their readings are terrible. Do not for their reading.
The thing is that I as you in my personal life know, I went to a speed dating thing and got chatting with a like professional tarot reader, and she was telling me about another app that does the same thing of like you can see your friends' charts, you have your own chart on hand, you even have like the positions of everything currently, right? Like what's going on in the sky, but without all the faff readings that don't actually are not. They're like
what's it called?
It's not. I will have to.
I don't know if I put in the right information when I did it on CoStar, so I'm doing it on that website that you said.
astrocafeastrology.com.
It's
Cafe Astrology is where I did my...
Let me see here. Oh, yes. There is a link. And I've actually... Oh, my God. I think I've actually used this website before for, like, their actual, like, like positions in the sky for like the
Archie
retrogrades and
says
stuff.
the only thing I know about astrology is that I'm an Aquarius, so y'all are basically speaking Latin to me right now. Well, funny thing about that. No, I'm kidding.
Astrograph.
But yes,
Let me see.
it's called. The app is called Time Passages. But that link, it's by Astrograph, and like when you click it will give you like for Android and Apple and all that good stuff, you know. But they even have a version for desktop too.
Nice.
So, yeah, all the things. Wherever you're watching this, you could be looking at your chart after the stream, of course.
Well, actually, they could look at it now because we need to do our outros and get it going.
Already, the time she flew. Oh no! I was not prepared for this. I was not prepared at all.
You know what a little shit I am.
Should have known. You are such a little shit. Oh man, I didn't even get to do my planning. Okay.
We'll force you to do your planning after the stream. It's fine.
Yeah, well, during the after party, my planner's over there. But anyway, hi, I'm Tina, also known as Cabby. I didn't do my intro, so I'll just kind of mesh the two. I make queer art and comics when I'm not knitting and harassing my friends. There's lesbian vampire slice of life. There's deep sea mermaids having discussions about job satisfaction, and then my current project, which Mimi, by the way, Mimi has on her to-do list to read, which makes my heart so happy. One Mystery Treat, which is a gay secret admirer romance, contemporary, that revolves around desserts and desserts being paid for and not having to use your credit card. So yeah, my links will not be below because I was a surprise. So I'm gonna throw them in the comments and be a link queen. But yeah, that's me.
Oh, I'm next, aren't I? Hello, I'm Stevie Ferrenz, young adult fantasy writer and screenwriting major. My channel is currently on hiatus because college, but I appear here regularly on Sam's channel about twice a month. My links are down below. Mimi.
Hi everyone.
Comments.
I'm Mimi. I'm a dark fantasy and horror writer, working on multiple whips. I don't have much else to say. But yeah, take it, Sam.
I am writing Mom Smith at Acid. I talk about parent things, writer things, and parent writer things on my channel. You can check out, or you can find me on all the social medias, linked down below at SamanthaEllenAsset.com, or no, at SamanthaEllenAsset. You can go to my website, SamanthaEllenAsset.com, to see free samples of my writing and sign up to my newsletter to keep up to date with all things Sam. I am... Settle down, you two! Sorry, my dog's getting rowdy with each other. I am recruiting co-host for the Flash Fiction Free for All guest edition in December, which, you know, to do a guest edition, I need willing guests. So hit me up if you're interested. And yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you got all the things you wanted to done, or at least made progress toward them, because progress is progress. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.